Have you ever stopped to wonder why, after turning 60, you can drink plenty of fluids throughout the entire day, yet still feel completely exhausted by midday? I'm Dr. Charles Bennett, a urologist who's dedicated the last 30 years exclusively to helping men maintain their sexual health, vitality, and overall masculine wellness in their golden years. Today, I'm going to share something that might genuinely shock you. Plain H2O, the very thing you've been told to drink more of your entire life, could actually be working against your stamina and vigor instead of supporting it. Stay with me until the very end, because this single adjustment I'm about to reveal could completely revolutionize how you feel every single day. Let me paint you a detailed picture of what's happening inside your body right now. At this very moment, as you're listening to these words, millions of men over 60 across America are drinking glass after glass of plain liquid, thinking they're doing everything right for their bodies and their health. But here's what most doctors won't tell you, what they either don't know themselves or simply don't take the time to explain. Your body's entire system has fundamentally changed how it handles and processes liquids. This isn't something minor. This is a complete transformation in your cellular biology. Back when you were 30 or 40 years young, your cells absorbed fluids like a brand new sponge pulled straight from the package. You'd take a drink of anything, and within just moments, every tissue, every organ, every cell received exactly what it required. Your kidneys worked flawlessly like precision instruments. Your blood vessels remained supple and flexible like rubber bands. And hydration happened automatically without you having to think about it even once. Fast forward to 60 and beyond, and something shifts dramatically inside your physiology. Your body's entire system becomes far less capable of capturing and actually utilizing the fluids you consume throughout the day. That internal alarm system telling you you're parched and need hydration? It weakens considerably with each passing year. You might go hours, sometimes even half a day, being moderately dehydrated without realizing anything's wrong at all. Your kidneys, which once operated like precision machinery built in Switzerland, start releasing more liquid than necessary, essentially washing away critical minerals and electrolytes your system desperately requires for optimal operation. You could be consuming the same amount you always have throughout your adult life, yet only a small fraction actually reaches your cells where it's needed. And here's the crucial part that most gentlemen miss entirely, the part that changes everything. When your cells are starved of proper hydration combined with essential minerals, they lose their natural suppleness and flexibility. Those arteries and tiny capillaries responsible for delivering blood throughout your entire system begin to stiffen, narrow, and become less responsive. Think about trying to water your lawn with an ancient, brittle garden hose that's been sitting in your garage for 20 years. Sure, liquid still travels through it when you turn on the faucet, but the hose won't flex and bend like it should. Pressure drops significantly, and water doesn't reach where you need it most. That's precisely what's happening inside your cardiovascular system right now, at this very moment. This progressive stiffening makes it increasingly difficult for blood to circulate freely and reach all the places it needs to go. And this doesn't just impact your heart or your brain, although those are certainly affected. It affects every single region of your body that depends heavily on robust circulation and vascular wellness. This includes your extremities, your digestive system, your kidneys, and, yes, absolutely, the delicate tissues responsible for masculine function and sexual performance. You might observe your hands and feet feeling noticeably cooler throughout the day, your stamina declining rapidly as afternoon approaches, or that morning vigor and readiness you once took completely for granted becoming unreliable and inconsistent. Perhaps you've noticed that getting started in the morning takes longer than it used to. Maybe that natural masculine response isn't as automatic or dependable as it was just a few years ago. The real issue here isn't that your body has given up or surrendered to age. It's that your circulation has decelerated, slowed down like traffic during rush hour. Pure H2O, while certainly refreshing and better than sugary drinks, does almost nothing to address this underlying problem on its own. It's like putting regular gasoline in a high-performance vehicle that needs premium fuel with additives. Without minerals that transmit electrical impulses between cells, acting like tiny messengers carrying instructions, your body simply cannot fully dilate those vessels or transport oxygen where it's most urgently needed. So even if you're dutifully downing 8, 10, or even 12 glasses daily, like all the health advice tells you to do, your tissues may still be desperately thirsty at the cellular level. Not because of the quantity you're drinking, but because of what's completely absent from that liquid. In my 3 full decades specializing in men's wellness, particularly sexual function and vitality in mature gentlemen, I've witnessed this exact pattern repeatedly, probably thousands of times by now. Men walk into my office feeling defeated, drained, physically and emotionally disconnected, absolutely convinced their bodies have permanently betrayed them, and there's nothing that can be done. They tell me they've tried everything. They've seen multiple doctors. They've taken pills. Nothing seems to work long-term. When we investigate thoroughly, running proper tests and really looking at what's happening inside their bodies, we frequently discover it's not simply inevitable aging or some irreversible condition, it's cellular dehydration combined with mineral deficiency. It's an absence of the specific minerals that keep every system running smoothly, communicating effectively, and performing optimally. Once you discover how to properly enhance your hydration with the right minerals in the right amounts, everything transforms in ways that seem almost miraculous. Your stamina returns naturally, your mental clarity sharpens noticeably, brain fog lifts, and yes, blood circulation improves exactly where it matters most for masculine vitality and sexual confidence. Before I continue with the solution, do something for me right now. Hit that subscribe button below this content and leave a comment sharing which state you're watching from. I genuinely enjoy connecting with gentlemen across America who are truly committed to reclaiming their health and not just accepting decline as inevitable. Now, gentlemen, let me reveal the secret that changes everything. It lies in something incredibly simple, yet profoundly powerful. Trace minerals. These microscopic electrical messengers silently orchestrate nearly every function keeping you alive and thriving. Most people never give them a second thought, yet they govern practically everything happening inside you at every moment. Your heartbeat, muscular strength, emotional balance, mental clarity, circulation, hormone production, nerve function, every single signal your system transmits, every impulse, every contraction, every thought relies on minerals carrying an electrical charge that instructs your cells how to respond. They're like the software code running your body's hardware. Without adequate minerals flowing through your system, your internal communication network starts breaking down like a phone with poor reception. Your heart continues beating, your muscles keep contracting, but without the same accuracy, coordination, or power they once had. It's like trying to run a computer with corrupted files. Everything still sort of works, but nothing works optimally. Let me guide you through 3 absolutely essential minerals for gentlemen over 60, explaining not just what they are, but exactly how they work and why they matter so much for your vitality. The first critical mineral every man over 60 needs to understand is magnesium, and I call it the muscle relaxation commander. For mature men, magnesium represents perhaps the single most vital mineral, and here's exactly why this matters so much for you. Magnesium essentially instructs your muscles, nerves, and blood vessels that it's safe to release tension and expand naturally. It's like having a gentle hand telling everything in your body to just relax. and open up. When your system contains sufficient magnesium circulating through your bloodstream, your arteries can dilate freely and naturally without restriction. Blood flows smoothly like a river, pressure remains balanced and healthy, and your heart doesn't have to strain pushing fluid through constricted, rigid vessels. For mature gentlemen specifically, this becomes especially significant because those same smooth muscle tissues lining your arteries also exist within the anatomical structures responsible for reliable masculine function and sexual performance. This isn't something most doctors explain clearly, but it's absolutely crucial to understand. If those muscles remain contracted, tight, or tense due to insufficient magnesium, proper blood engorgement cannot occur in those tissues, and performance becomes unpredictable and frustrating. You might experience inconsistency, difficulty achieving or maintaining firmness, or a general sense that things just aren't working like they should. However, when magnesium levels are optimal and those muscles have what they need, those identical muscles relax naturally, expand fully, and welcome blood flow without resistance. That's the fundamental distinction between circulation that struggles and fights every step of the way versus circulation that flourishes effortlessly and naturally. But magnesium's remarkable advantages extend far beyond just blood movement and circulation. It also quietly regulates testosterone production in your body, that essential hormone fueling masculine drive, mood stability, muscle maintenance, and overall vitality. This is absolutely critical for men over 60. When magnesium drops too low in your system, your body generates elevated stress hormones like cortisol, which actively suppress testosterone production. It's like pressing the brake and accelerator simultaneously. But when magnesium levels are properly replenished and maintained, cortisol decreases naturally, testosterone can climb to healthier levels, and you begin experiencing that steady sense of inner strength, composure, and masculine confidence returning. Here's where things become truly fascinating from a medical perspective. After reaching 60, your digestive system becomes markedly less efficient at extracting magnesium from food sources alone. This isn't your fault. It's simple biology. Agricultural soils today are dramatically more depleted of minerals compared to decades past when farming practices were different. Modern industrial diets simply don't provide adequate amounts of this essential element, even if you're eating relatively healthy foods. So if you've noticed waking with muscle cramps in your calves or feet, unexplained tension in your shoulders or back, or restlessness at night making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep, that might not be stress or inevitable aging like you've assumed. Your body may be signaling loudly that your magnesium reserves are running dangerously low and need to be refilled. My professional recommendation based on 30 years of clinical experience: incorporate a modest, consistent amount of magnesium daily without fail. Whether through mineral-enhanced beverages, high-quality magnesium glycinate supplements, which are the most easily absorbed form, or foods naturally rich in this element like pumpkin seeds, avocados, leafy greens, and yes, even dark chocolate with high cacao content, you can observe visible, measurable improvements within just a few weeks of consistent intake. Circulation feels noticeably smoother throughout your body. Your physical form feels less burdened and heavy, muscle tension releases, and sleep quality deepens dramatically. Many of my patients report sleeping through the night for the first time in years. The second essential element that transforms hydration is sodium. But I need to be crystal clear about something important. I'm absolutely not talking about the refined substance hiding in packaged snacks, processed meals, or that standard table seasoning sitting in your kitchen cabinet. That type of sodium is stripped of everything beneficial and can actually harm your health. What I'm referring to is a tiny amount of premium unrefined sea salt, Celtic salt, or pink Himalayan salt added intentionally to your morning beverage. This might sound like an insignificant modification, perhaps even counterintuitive, given everything you've heard about reducing sodium intake. But for a gentleman over 60, this straightforward habit can dramatically transform how your entire system maintains hydration throughout your entire day, from sunrise to sunset. Here's the mechanism that most doctors never explain properly. When you consume plain liquid, particularly in substantial quantities, your body frequently cannot retain it effectively for cellular use. You've almost certainly noticed this pattern. You drink a large glass, and then, within just 20 or 30 minutes, you're immediately feeling the urgent need to visit the restroom. This frustrating cycle occurs because, without minerals like sodium acting as cellular gatekeepers, liquid simply passes straight through your system like water through a sieve, rather than entering and properly nourishing your cells. It hydrates superficially at the surface level, giving you temporary relief from thirst, but fails to penetrate the deeper cellular layers where genuine recovery, sustained vitality, and optimal function actually originate. It's like watering a plant, but the water just runs off the surface without soaking into the soil where the roots are. Sodium functions as the essential gatekeeper of cellular hydration. It enables your system to actually absorb and maintain liquid inside cells where it supports electrical equilibrium, nerve transmission, muscular performance, and countless other vital functions. Consider it a microscopic key unlocking the gateway to proper cellular hydration. Without it present, the liquid you consume cannot adequately cross into cellular spaces, leaving your tissues chronically underhydrated despite drinking abundantly throughout the day. But here's a crucial distinction that many people completely miss, and it makes all the difference. Sodium quality matters tremendously, perhaps more than quantity. The processed table seasoning found in manufactured foods has been stripped of virtually all beneficial trace minerals through industrial refining. It's merely harsh sodium chloride, a chemical compound devoid of the balancing elements your body requires to use it properly. Conversely, unrefined sea salt, Celtic salt, or pink Himalayan varieties contain dozens of natural trace elements, including magnesium, calcium, potassium, and many others. Together, they create cellular harmony and balance, enhancing not only hydration efficiency, but also circulation quality and sustained vitality throughout your day. My practical advice based on clinical results: add just a minuscule pinch, no more than what naturally adheres to your pinky fingertip, into a tall glass of filtered liquid first thing each morning before consuming anything else. You're not creating a salty-tasting drink that's unpleasant. You're giving that liquid electrical structure, proper charge, and the minerals that make your body genuinely recognize it as usable fuel rather than just liquid passing through. Numerous patients over the years have shared with me that after beginning this simple morning practice consistently for just a week or two, they immediately observe subtle yet meaningful shifts in how they feel. Stamina feels more consistent and reliable throughout the day, mental fog clears noticeably by mid-morning, and that frustrating afternoon exhaustion they'd blamed on simply getting older fades away naturally. The third crucial element that completes this mineral trinity is potassium, the silent coordinator working continuously behind the scenes of every bodily function. Most gentlemen rarely consider or think about potassium, yet this mineral is absolutely indispensable for seamless communication between your heart, vessels, and every individual cell throughout your entire system. It's like the conductor of an orchestra, keeping everything in rhythm and harmony. Potassium's primary responsibility is maintaining the precise electrical rhythm, keeping your heartbeat regular, steady, and your circulation responsive to your body's changing needs throughout the day. When you possess adequate potassium circulating in your bloodstream, your arteries can expand and constrict easily and naturally, permitting blood to travel freely wherever it's needed most. When deficient in this critical mineral, those same arteries can become rigid, resistant, and unresponsive, forcing your heart to labor harder with each and every beat just to move blood through your system. This additional strain and pressure may manifest as elevated blood pressure readings, chronic fatigue that never quite goes away, or a general persistent feeling that your vigor and zest for life has diminished compared to years past. You might feel like you're constantly running on half a tank. Potassium also maintains a beautiful, delicate equilibrium with sodium in what scientists call the sodium-potassium pump. While sodium helps your system capture and hold hydration inside cells, potassium acts as the counterbalance, ensuring you don't retain excessive fluid or develop unwanted tension and pressure. This delicate interplay between these two elements is what maintains stable blood pressure, proper cellular function, and properly nourished tissues throughout your body. The challenge facing most men over 60 is primarily dietary and lifestyle-related. Many consume far fewer fresh vegetables, fruits, and whole foods, which are the primary natural sources of potassium, while simultaneously eating increasingly more processed items loaded with refined sodium. This imbalance gradually depletes your vitality reserves like slowly draining a battery. My professional suggestion: incorporate a modest potassium-rich electrolyte blend into your beverages, particularly following physical activity or during warmer weather when perspiration increases and minerals are lost through sweat. Even a small amount of a high-quality, low-sugar mineral formula or several drops of liquid potassium concentrate can generate noticeable, measurable improvements in how your system feels and operates within just days of starting. Many gentlemen I've worked with report feeling lighter, calmer, and more stable overall in both body and mind. Their heartbeat feels more rhythmic and steady, circulation more unrestricted and open, and stamina more consistent from morning through evening without the typical energy crashes. So here's your straightforward, practical implementation strategy that you can start today. Each morning, immediately upon waking, begin with a tall glass of filtered liquid containing a small pinch of premium unrefined sea salt. This sets the foundation for optimal hydration throughout your entire day. Throughout your day, consider incorporating a high-quality magnesium supplement, specifically magnesium glycinate or citrate forms which are most easily absorbed, or consuming magnesium-abundant foods like dark chocolate with 70% cacao or higher, cashews, Swiss chard, and pumpkin seeds. Following exercise or on particularly warm days when you've perspired significantly, add a potassium-rich electrolyte blend to restore mineral balance. When you begin consciously integrating these three essential minerals into your daily routine with consistency and intention, something truly remarkable unfolds over time. Hydration stops being merely about quenching thirst or following health advice. It transforms into genuine cellular fuel, a subtle yet powerful force coursing through your entire system, powering everything from brain function to physical performance. After just 1 or 2 weeks of consistent daily practice, many gentlemen begin noticing undeniable shifts in how they feel. They awaken feeling genuinely refreshed and restored, not groggy and sluggish. Mental acuity sharpens considerably. Brain fog lifts completely. Focus intensifies naturally. That heavy morning lethargy that made getting started difficult begins dissolving. By the 2nd or 3rd week of maintaining this practice, stamina feels remarkably steadier and more reliable. Not those fleeting bursts of temporary energy that quickly vanish, leaving you exhausted, but a calm, reliable current sustaining you throughout your entire day from morning until evening. You stop needing that afternoon coffee or energy drink just to make it through. And then there's the transformation most men notice with quiet, private satisfaction. The return of robust, dependable circulation and that deep natural warmth coursing through your system that reminds you of younger days, of confidence, of masculine vitality that never truly disappeared or vanished. It was simply dormant, waiting patiently for improved circulation and proper minerals to reawaken it fully. So, gentlemen, here's my final message to you. Don't settle for plain hydration after 60 thinking that's good enough. Transform it intentionally into a daily instrument for sustained vigor and vitality. Add that small pinch of minerals. Provide your system what it genuinely requires at the cellular level, and you'll begin experiencing the profound difference where it counts most. In your stamina, your mental clarity, your circulation, and yes, your masculine confidence and performance. These are modest modifications that require minimal effort, but over weeks and months, they compound into powerful, life-changing results. When your circulation improves naturally, everything in your existence flows better. Your self-assurance returns, your disposition brightens, your physical strength rebuilds. Even how you begin each morning transforms completely. If this information resonated with you and you found genuine value here, make certain you subscribe so you never miss these natural wellness strategies I share regularly. Share this with a friend, family member, or anyone you know who could benefit from renewed vitality and better health. And tell me in the comments section below, what's your current morning hydration routine? I read every single comment and love hearing from you. I'm Dr. Charles Bennett, and I'm reminding you today that after 60, masculine vitality isn't lost forever or gone permanently. It's simply waiting patiently for you to unlock it again with the right approach. Remember, this content is for general knowledge only. It doesn't replace evaluation by a qualified healthcare professional. If you have questions, concerns, or symptoms, please consult your specialist for proper medical guidance.